everyone, this is Valderon, and this is No Man's Sky, and this is the Elkupalos galaxy. We are loading into the game, and in a moment we will end up on the freighter, so it takes a little bit of time, but let me greet everyone which is already here, and feel free to use the chat if you have any questions, comments, just want to say hello. It's all there to be used. If you see me do something and you think, why on earth are you doing that? Feel free to ask or comment on it, and we can have a little chit chat about that. No Man's Sky is a game which is, there's no rights and no wrongs. There is sometimes easy ways and difficult ways, and which one you choose is depending on you, and as long as the bottom line is the same, then who gives a... and just do it anyway. But if you want to learn some easy ways to certain things, then use the chat. If there's something you're stuck on, you don't know, feel free to ask. I'm happy to give my input. And I'm not telling you how to play in any way. I'm telling you what I would recommend to do in those situations, and then it's up to you whether you want to use it or not. So, we are on my sky deck, on my freighter, and all my frigates has returned from yesterday's missions, and they are sitting nicely around the freighter. Down there in the green mist is a paradise planet, I believe it is, and I actually made a little base on it where I gather some more milk than for my cooking show, yeah. I built a couple of walkways up here so I don't have to go down to go up again. I found that a little bit counterproductive, so remember I pick this up every day. It's just a little bit, but it's free, and everything I don't have to invest time in is brilliant, and worst case scenario, if I get too much of it, it can always be sold. So we are running down and doing our frigates. Let's see what they bring home. Industrial, not too long, so don't expect a lot from that. It is all stuff, no money. That's actually quite interesting. Next one is a long balance one. Can be anything as well. So let's see if there's anything interesting coming in. That's a surprise at least. Okay. Case of magnetic bubbles. Wonder if that's hair bubbles. Not sure, but I'm curious on the amount of coins, nearly 3 million. So, from my information, I'm roughly 100 million away from the absolute limit of what you can earn. Trade, a long one, can be a lot of coinage. Well, some stuff as well. nearly 4 million. It's good money in the frigate mission, so if you, as soon as you can set them up, I would advise you do so. This is another trade. And again, money is flowing in. And we end on $3 million. So you see, it's a lot of money. That was 10 million on 3 missions here. I can't afford not to do it, I would say. It is very important for me. This is a discovery one, which in the game is called exploration, but that's for me the same. Nothing for the organic, for my living ship, so a little bit disappointed there. But I shouldn't be disappointed. It's all free. So first of all, a lot of these came directly into my exosuit, and I will have to send them to be sold. They are not worth a lot of money, but to be honest, 10 of these are set to 100,000, so it is not overly valuable, but when you during a session get multiple of them and can actually really sell some of them, then they quickly run up. So certain of these are getting very full, so I will have to sell from time to time. 700,000 there. Activated emerald. Herox. Superconductor. So I actually sell one out. I would like to make them into whatever I need to make a stasis device. It's a quantum processor and cryogenic chambers. Which one is that? Don't I have any of those? Actually, now I'm curious. Is that one? Living glass and cryopump. I have both of them. So I leave that with one left because I need more glass, which is easy to make, so that's not a problem. So I need that, and here it this side. Which is that one. Put that there, and I just accumulate wealth here. I'm not selling them, by the way, as of yet. I am just sitting tight on them. So I need to produce more to get that. Well, at least then I use some of these. Which I have loads of as well. So yeah, I keep making myself richer, but that is one of my downfalls. These are sellers. Whoa, anything else? No. So, I'm just cleaning up using those because this is kind of useful. Did I get everything? Now I'm even confusing myself as well. So, you're not the only ones. I do that all the time, so... I did have one, yeah. I might as well stop it on because that is useful. I should have everything here, yeah, it seems like I do. Okay. So a long combat, a relatively long discovery, a medium discovery and a medium industrial and a medium balanced, okay. So there's only one balance, so I need only to keep one behind. So that can go as it is. One combat. One exploration. One industrial. Trade. And one support. That is how a balance should look. It is not always like that. So we then have 5. We actually have 6, but that and that and that and support. And, well, a trade might be useful. So the other one, bim bim, bim bim bim. 5-star. That's the important thing. So it has to be kind of like that. If you don't get 5 stars, you don't get the maximum out of it. So you should aim on 5 stars, and you get that if you pass 100 in the in the one which is important. So I don't have any there which is useful. So all done, send off, ready to kind of rumble tomorrow. Remember, I have something in here as well. And everything is ready to actually look after itself. So great, then let's teleport to where we ended yesterday. And we have some missions already, so let's go and do them. That is kind of a good start, place to start. So, no, that was not the one I wanted. This was the one I wanted. So we need to visit a manufacturing, loot planetary depot, and take a picture of a building. So those two actually kind of go together. So maybe if I put it on that, it would. Wait a minute, what did it say? Climb here requires for spatial supply plan, etc. Okay. So the problem is this one will give me a specific one. So if I go there and take a picture, that I would assume that actually is good enough. I hope. Otherwise I'll find out I was wrong. It wouldn't be the first time in that matter. So nothing. I don't even get up for a mission, so why is that not showing up? We should be here somewhere. Thank you for following. Well, I'm trying to find out where it wants me to. I just realized I'm kind of stupid. So yeah. Good start. I'm just being stupid. I'm just doing some missions right now, then trotting through this galaxy, trying to, well, see where it kind of brings me. Are you a new player, a medium player, or an old rat? 760. I felt I saw it just over here, but oh. So this far. They have gotten a very nasty, as a whole, tendency to send you out walking very far. It's slightly annoying. No, it's not saying I should do it, but where are you going? I don't even know if there's sentinels. Well, that will be where I'm going, but haven't done a proper scan yet. Which I probably should have done. That's the depot. That's not what I need to photograph, is it? That's what I need to attack. Okay. Better put the proper weapon on then. That's not necessary. I actually do have people to help me with that, so that's I don't have Discord, so well, that's not completely true. I do have Discord, but I never actually used it. to do it here? That is a good question. Whoop. Means I don't have to
alert. Navigational data received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
Seems like the danger is over, so I swap back to the other one, because then I earn more money when I scan.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
A lot of animals, and I would like to
Units received.
kind of scan them as well, because that can be a lot of money.
Units received.
500,000, that's not bad.
Units
I
received.
do know it's not just for making money, so let's get our ship here. Good job. So let's see where we need to go with the other one. Is that on this planet as well? Yes. So let's quickly jump out and going back in. So that was actually on another planet, so, well, it's going to be... I was just confused about, I thought it was on the same planet, but it's on two different planets, so... You know, this game is never making things easy for you, so it comes up with one mission on one planet and the other one on another one, and I was so happy it was a relatively safe planet, so yeah. And now it's not, so I will have to fight. Which is not the first time that happens. Well, how are you, Sander? Everything fine?
Technology reached.
How's your game going? Oh, I will have to change my weapon again. Because we need to fight this one, so... Ah! You know what? You are very welcome to look at that. And when you find out you want to play, if you ever get any problems or get stuck or anything, something you don't know, you want to know, always feel free to come and ask as well. I will say for me it's one of the best games I have, because you can choose. Yeah, no, that's I'm happy to help other players, and I know several of the other ones coming on the channel are the same, so we'll always try to help. If I don't know it, I'm sure some of the others, which has been around longer than me, some of them, and actually knows a lot. They even help me sometimes, and I have learned something new. So yeah, but it's such a great game, because you can always do what makes you, I would say, happy in lack of another word, but you can always enjoy the game. You don't get this, oh, now I have to do this again. You don't have to grind any more than you want to. Of course, when you get obsessed, there's something you want and you don't have the resources, yeah, then you will begin to grind, but it's for the greater good, I would say. And that's it makes a whole difference. It's not something you have to do 8 hours a day to actually level up or stay competitive or anything like that, because there's no need for that. You play for yourself and your own pleasure, no matter what you like to do. I said it so many times, you can take so many different roles, and you can just go with it and oh dear. Yeah, I don't actually want to fight with the sentinels because they can kill me. Especially when there's that many. I think that was more than I bargained for. So this is a little trick I learned by another player. If you close the tunnel you make, you are actually better off because they will keep scanning you, but at some point the threat level goes down, 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 and then they might hopefully just disengage. There is co-op multiplayer. You have to set that up from I think it's on the network, and you can also allow PvP, so you can do PvP. However, there is some nasty players. You see, I have multiplayer disabled because when I'm sitting streaming, I don't want to risk someone start messing around with me. So I'm keeping people out, but you can set up and you can play in a group with friends, or well, you can even find people in the anomaly and play with, and you can set up, and as I said, you can do PvP if you want to. However, as I said, if that's enabled, there might be people sitting sniping you around a interesting place or something like that, especially in areas where there's a lot of bases. So you have to be a little bit careful because there is some nasty people out there, no doubt about that. But yeah, there is absolutely possibilities. But co-op, at least, that is of course a big part if you want to do that. See, I got far enough away to actually be fine. And I am thinking down the line, and I said down the line, so it will be after summer holidays. Then maybe one day a week where we could play together, some of us. Because I actually don't mind playing with people, but I need to have it a little bit controlled, so to speak. I always feel a little bit sad to say no to play with people, but I mean, just do some of the Nexus missions, which is meant to be groups. That could be great. So, where is my ship parked? Over there. Well, I would say if you have Xbox Game Pass, but that's one you subscribe to, but you get access to a lot of games that way. Their No Man's Sky is actually for free if you have that. Otherwise, you should kind of wait until just before the next patch comes out, then the prices fall. They always go on offer just before that.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
And as I said, you can always come past here and ask for help if there's something which is unclear, or because the game itself is not easy when you are a new player. There is some help to get, but most people die a couple of times before they realize what it is they have to do. But then on the other hand, if you want to see more of my stuff on my YouTube channel, there is a link on my Twitch page. I have made some how-to videos as well, and there is a little bit of this and that, how to use different things. But what I would say, look at my survival game, especially the beginning of it. That is kind of the difficult way of surviving. And yeah, I did die a couple of times, so it can go wrong for anyone. But at least there is the kind of basic concept of surviving. And again, watching sometimes help finding out some of the concepts. That's again one thing which is not very explained, but I will say it doesn't take long to actually get into the different things you need to know. It's not like it's rocket science, but for some reason something just blocked the sun. What was that? Nothing bad, okay. And I would say I do play other games than No Man's Sky, but this is one of the few games I can kind of submerge myself totally down to. There's no doubt about that. Then there's all the cool ships you can get. So, this was 2 times what I like. I have to keep an eye on my income because I want to know when it stops, and then I need to find something to use a lot of money on.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Go. So, I actually think we can go to the next system. So I need to have this kind of running whenever I have things that need refining, because otherwise I have to sit and do it at the end of my session. And, it's kind of a little bit of a trick to do it while you run around. But Sander, I just called the anomaly. You have to do a mission when you start, and then at some point you are told to do this. And the anomaly is a place where you buy things for nanites, and it's also where it's the multiplayer hub, so to speak. And over here in the middle is something called the Nexus. And when you open that, you get these missions, which gives, one of them gives Quicksilver. Quicksilver is the third currency in the game, and for that you can buy different things in here, which is a lot of cosmetics, but also other things. You can, among other things, buy the egg for the living ship. It costs 3,000 quicksilver. That's why I only have 400 at the moment, because I actually bought mine. Otherwise, you can get other missions which gives nanites or units, and that you're supposed to do. These are group missions, so you sometimes get somewhere there's a lot of things which need to be done. So the hazardous flora could be kill 50 of them or something like that. So you can do them alone, but it's easier to do in a group. So I think I need to let my cat know. He came and looked like he wanted out, and then he's gone back to bed, so I will leave him there for now. He's grumpy enough without, but the quicksilver can be used in here, where you can create exotic items from quicksilver, and depending on your tier and all that, then you get more and more. I believe these are unlocked as how many missions you actually do. So you see, I can buy a poster. I actually did the Utopia, so. But you can get different things. I know Bam bought an aquarium to his freighter. And there is a lot of things you can buy. And stuff. So that's one thing, and the other thing is, this is also where you can collect the rewards from the expeditions you do, or when there's Twitch drops, which unfortunately is very rare, otherwise I would have them on, but then you can collect them, and you can see I have previous collected them. But there was even ships and stuff, but I hope we soon get some new ones. That would be interesting. But all that goes from that place, and you can get all these things on all your saves. So if you start 10 games and you have Twitch drops, you can get them on all your games. And the same with the expedition rewards. All these I have from the latest one, and I can get them on all my saves. So I could even get them on my survival save. I actually checked that out, and the ship I'm flying in my survival game is from the Utopia expedition. So yeah, and the anomaly is important. You go in and talk to some of the people. They will reward you with the nanites if you have any data of that what they want. Planets, I have a little bit. I don't think it's a lot, but I have 1300 nanites, just a little bit. Thing is, I don't really go in here that often because I don't really have anything. This guy is very good in the beginning of the game because he rewards milestones, and milestones is something which is kind of your progress in the game. I actually have Vortex Cube, but then you have milestones and you click there, and then you get some nanites for each of those you have. You can also exchange materials, but that I found out is kind of a bad bargain. So I normally don't do that, or I'll do it to show. And I got 9 nanites for well, it's not that much worth. There's a third guy there. He's a food critic, so if you have food stuff and go and give it to him, he will evaluate it and give you nanites from what he thinks is worth. I don't think it matches the value of the food stuff always. And then in here you have all the tradespeople which sell stuff for nanites. So the first one is ship research. And then all these has a price in nanites. I of course have gone through them all. And you buy them and you put them on your ships. You only have to buy them once, and then you can put them on all your ships. So, and there is blueprints. You buy them for salvage data, and each blueprint gives you a possibility to build something. And again, I kind of gotten them all. That doesn't mean I have all blueprints in the game, because there are rare ones floating around which you come across. And I can show you one of the examples of that. Is things like this one. I can't build it because I don't have. I need to produce those things first. But this one, you got you get by random somewhere, and there are some like that. That is actually important if you have a living ship and want things like organic frigates for your freighter, but that's something you will learn down the line. And this has turned into a tour of No Man's Sky, but I think it's actually helpful for many people actually to just get a refresher. Every time you come to a new space station, if you go to the guy doing exosuit research, there is a machine which looks like this, and there's something lighting up. If it lights up, you can go and click on it, and you can buy one slot in your exosuit. So that's one of these. The price will go up the more you buy. However, my advice is always start filling them up as quick as possible. You can buy one on each space station you visit, and one in each system you visit the anomaly. So you can theoretically call the anomaly in any system you come into, and you can buy 2 slots. There are ways of getting free slots. I'll tell you about that if you need it. There's also a weapons terminal that's a C class. It's not very good. You can find better around. There is some product recipes, again, these are for nanites, so you buy the ability to build these and these. These is actually the ones you really can earn money on. These two over here. A stack of any of these is up in around 200 and something million. So that is really the high end. And then if you're into exocraft, that's the guy to buy the modules for that. And again, I have bought anything I can, so that's why I don't often go to the anomaly anymore, but only if I should need it for some reason. The anomaly is controlled by this guy Neda. Sometimes when you talk to him, her, that it will give you nanites or even quicksilver sometimes in the beginning. And then there is his mate Polo. Polo can give you coordinates for Atlas stations if you're doing the Atlas mission, or he can give you black hole coordinates. I don't need these because I can see them myself with one of my scanners. So again, that's why I don't come in here very much. So that was a little bit of introduction to the anomaly, which you are not even close to get to. And I think I have killed you now, haven't I? So, all that came because of a simple question, but I thought it was kind of related to each other, these things, and it is part of the game, and I think so often we forget all the little things, because when you're so far into the game as I am, then some of these things become irrelevant, but they're still there. And there is some tips and tricks down the line I can teach you, but I would not start that until you start playing. So, yeah. So I was going to jump to another system. And the thing is, I'm going to the part to go to the galactic center. That's where you jump to the next galaxy. There is a lot of galaxies, 256 in all. So, and they are not all the same. I know that some people say, there's just 256 copies of each other. No, they're not. They have different characteristics, and some of them is very lush, therefore they have a lot of good paradise planets. And others is in the other end of the scale, harsh, and you will encounter a lot of extreme systems. Doesn't probably matter a lot to you what it is, but if you have an adventure hat on and want to really explore the world, the systems, the galaxies, then you will. You okay, buddy? I don't know if my cat is telling me he's hungry. He's laying like he's saying, I'm starving to death. No, I think he just enjoys himself. And yes, I know I talk a lot, so just interrupt me, that is absolutely fine.
Product received.
So here I'm actually spending some money.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
The thing is, I know I'm getting up to not being able to earn any more money. Well, I will sort that out, but so what I'm doing is I'm actually investing in contraband because that's one way of holding money. There's other ways, so and I'm not going to do any spoilers until I do it.
Units received.
So if I want to turn evil, but then you can go into piracy, smuggling. First one is piracy, that one is smuggling. This is actually a bounty hunter, which I like that role and I have done it sometimes and I'm going to do it again. Stuff, of course I do. So let's go and find. So fighting can seem a little bit overwhelming. However, I keep telling people that as long as they keep their shield fine, they will be fine. So when you lose your shield, you are in trouble. That is what is happening for this guy. I just cooked my own rules. That is not smart. That is far from smart. So always have a plan B. Always have a plan B. And know what you can do and how to do it. I don't know how they could actually smash my shield, but that was very weird.
Technology recharge.
So, is anything else broken? No, it went so wrong. Yeah, I will come and let you out. It seems fine. Yeah. Sorry, I have to let the cat out. 2 seconds. Come on. Yeah, of course you can get out. Yeah. I must admit, I normally let the animals out before I start streaming, but he was laying sleeping, so I thought, oh, I don't want to wake him up because he does live here as well, so so that was actually quite close to the pirates killing me. I do not like that, and that makes me a little bit paranoid, because it shouldn't be that easy to smash this. Oh well. Everything seems fine, so I actually hope it is. That's actually all I can say. Okay. Let's go and get the reward, which was a storage slot for a ship. So I am collecting them for my ships. And I got 300,000 as well, so that's so you can do different things. So that is, and over here there's a guy selling upgrades. I would say a word of warning is that they are rarely better than the S-Class ones you buy on space stations. However, you can get the odd super one. So I can't say you should buy them or shouldn't buy them, because it is really a gamble, and if you get to a situation where you have a lot of nanites, feel free. However, if you do, I have one here, which is giving my hyperdrive quite a good range. If I found out I can't use it, right, then don't store it and sell it, because then you get 19 nanites for it, and which is ridiculous. No, dismantle it. It's then lost, but it would be if it's sold as well. But then you get 75 chromatic metal and some magnetized ferrite and a wiring loom, which at least have a value. Wiring looms are very useful when you need to repair your ship, which you will have to do when you go through a galactic core or center. So, what else can I do here? There's not much, because yeah, I could explore the planets. No. I don't want to go down where there's aggressive sentinels. So I already scanned that. So I just jump on and see what the next system. I'm not going anywhere because I don't have any fuel. Oh dear. Well, to be honest, I have plenty of fuel, but didn't have much on. The good with this ship is it actually fly on radiant shards, which I get from dissonant systems, planets, for free. That's even better. So I actually think I will go there, because there's a black hole. And as I've said, it's not because I'm rushing to get out of this galaxy, because I'm not, but I have kind of reached a point where I'm had enough of this. It is not the worst galaxy I've been in, but it's not the nicest. There is quite a number of extreme planets in between, and that is not. So there's a frozen planet, and this is a frozen planet, and they can be very cold, and there can be blizzards, storms, and on top very harsh sentinels maybe. So there's a lot of things going on in it. So let's see what this actually offer us. A C-class that is that's not very great. Yeah, you take my brain. So I lost a little bit of health. That's not a problem. So as long as you are in things like a space station where it's a safe environment, then it's all fine. So I need to see what can I sell. Sell them. I can sell them. I can sell them. Sell that. I can sell that. Good. Let's clean out a little bit. I can sell them. Well, I can sell anything, but I don't want to sell and lose when it's in minus. So I just realized I didn't see I got these. Plasma launcher module. Doesn't go with the geology. Oh, it's the wrong one I have on here. Okay. I just chug it up with the plasma launcher. It gives some modifications. This is my scanning one, so that is not the most important one I have. Okay. And the other one is positron module. I don't use that. It's on the ship. It's horrible. So I can install it or I can sell it. So I put that for selling. By selling it, I get nanites out of it, and when it's not been installed, it will give a little lump. So that is actually not bad. There was a couple of ships. It looks like I didn't get quick enough to scan both, but they are C's. So I want to show something with the Korvax. I have actually collected all words. So if I go talk to them now, when I have scanned that ship and that ship, don't scan mine because that will not be here if anyone comes to this place. So when I talk to them, this is kind of grayed out, so I can practice language skills still, but I don't really need that at this point, so I'm going to leave. The only one I don't have all words with is the gig, and I do not know how close I am. Something to sell. If I don't have it on my starship, it will go into my exosuit. I chuck these over on the freighter because I make them into warp cells. They are very useful, sometimes at least. So I do collect multi-tool expansion slots as well. However, kill Sentinel quads. I would kill myself doing that, so I'm not going to take that. Salvage frigate module is very important until you have built your freighter totally up, which I have, so I can't use them. Nanites are always useful, I would say, but... And superconductor is a valued item and can be used to produce even more valuable items. So this is one of the things that I kind of try to keep an eye on, because they will go here, and when both are full they will go up here. Then I put one of them to sell. That's kind of how it works for me. You sometimes need those artifacts, but not many of them at the same time. But if you maintain a stack of 10, for instance, in your inventory, then you'll be fine. And asteroid shooting is something we all have to do sometimes, because that's how you gather tritium. Most of the time you can get it rarely as a secondary resource on planets, but grinding that on a planet is not the greatest. I would say. So I'm going to find a trading post there. So of course trading post is a place where you can trade. There's also often some boxes to pick up, and it's a good place to look for ships if you are collecting them. And it seems that the higher amount of stars a system have, the more frequent is S-class ships. That seems to be the trend. I will say I am not that lucky with the S-Class in 3-star systems, but that I can see that there is a trend. So I always try to scan, especially animals, when I'm at trading post. Look around what is there. There's some boxes down there, so I'll go and gather them. It's free stuff. Not the white ones, that's health, but I still picked them up, I don't know why. The only place I actually really needed them is in the survival save. Because, oh, wrong one. When you see the white crosses under my health bar, that's actually my lives. And when they are all used up, then I die. So if you lose one or two during you running around, yeah, that's fine, you're still not dead. But when you pick up one of the white ones I just took, then you actually gain one back. So, and as said, in my survival game it has been a big difference using them. And you will find them around on planets as well. What I know some very good players has done is when they know they are going to fight with a lot of sentinels, they scavenge the area around where they need to fight and find out where are these boxes close by, and then they can quickly go and pick them up so they get their health back if needed. Yeah, well.
Product received. Product received.
Okay, nothing I could sell. That's absolutely fine, and welcome to Bam. Always happy to see you. So, I noticed something here, and but those who doesn't know, this is a drop pod, and the drop pod is actually a place where you can get free slots in your exosuit.
Technology recharge.
What you will have to do is you just go into it and it will come up. It looks like the other ones. You press E and you will have to have some things in order to unlock it. It's very easy things to make. Carbon nanotubes you can make from carbon. Sodium nitrate you pick up around where you are, otherwise you have to refine some sodium. Antimatter housing is made as well, and that's made from ferrite dust. So it's ferrite dust and a little bit of oxygen. So they are very easy to make. You put them in. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to lose it probably. So it will come up. I have repaired it, but I do not get a slot because, oh, don't shoot it. I actually have all, so however, these you can also get charts to find them, and each chart costs 3 of these. So when you start collecting these, and you can do that very easily, I have loads of them. Don't really know. You can buy other charts as well. I have some in stock, and you can then find them around on planets, which is very handy when you don't have a lot of slots in your exosuit. But you can also find them by chance when you are exploring planets, so there is possibilities. But as I said, try to fill up your exosuit as quick as you can, because the more slots you have, the more things you can bring with you. The more things you have with you, the better it actually is for you, because survival becomes very easy. Let me demonstrate a little bit. All these is shielding to different environments: water, hot planets, radioactive planets, poisonous planets, and cold planets. And each of them take one thing to charge. Or you can build some which in one charge it fully. So if I go to the one with 0 and put that one on, it charges to 100. These have one thing which is specific from the different planets. So if I want to fill that up, it takes 3 ammonium, which is actually not bad, or an iron battery. Iron batteries are probably the best to manufacture. You need cobalt and ferrite dust, and then go wild and make, because it is always filling them up. So hot would need phosphorus, radioactive would need uranium, toxic would need ammonia, and cold would need dioxide. And you can run around with that, as I do. It's not a problem. You pick it up as you come across it, and that's it. That's not a problem. You need oxygen for the water one. Again, it's actually not a problem. You also need oxygen for that.
Technology recharge.
Some of them has two options, oxygen or dioxide, and that's actually fine. You just need to make sure you always have one of them, or
Technology recharge.
iron batteries, or for the water one, life support gel. So yeah, quite easy actually. Drones investigating is not bad. It's what come after that that is bad.
Technology
Why
recharge.
didn't I keep an eye on that?
Technology
Oh, good
recharge.
question. So, problem is I need dihydrogen in high numbers, so I'm actually not going to let the Sentinel ruin that for me. I'm letting him investigate. And when you scan around, you see a lot of icons, and if you hover over them, they will tell you what it is. And if it's something which you find interesting, you can then mark it, and it will show up after you stop scanning. So I will go there now and see what it is. Well, I know what it is, but oh shite. That could have gone wrong. Well, it was okay, but it was a little bit boring, I found. It didn't have. It was lacking certain things. I didn't have. I even had to kill sentinels just to get a little bit of life. You know, I didn't come across anything really exciting, I would say. But sometimes the game is like that. No, well, I demonstrated how you can use sentinel pillars, to be honest. Yeah. Euclid is weird because it seems like there's a lot of distance between the interesting ones and where you start, and the further in you come, the nicer they actually are. I noticed that on my survival game as well, where I never really thought about that playing there before. Phew. So I'm 446,000 light years from the core. In Elkupalos, and now I need to find the black hole. It should be there somewhere. So it sends me to the space station. It's the system with the pulse engine is not always the greatest, but of course it sometimes takes somewhere you don't want to go. I just missed the black hole. How is that even possible? Where is it? There. Hiding on a planet. Sorry, I need to do this. Oh, I feel you had your share of them, but I might be wrong.
Warning. Threat detected.
Yeah, I had a very ugly S-Class multi-tool yesterday, and I didn't even put it in a video because it was absolutely horrible. Yeah, that can take its toll. Yep. Try lava core. I could hear people cry when I did it, but it was even worse when I was cooking with them. I think they were screaming. But the thing is, there is options in the game to do things like that. It doesn't make sense to do it, but if I didn't show it, then people would have to find out themselves and waste a lot of money they didn't have to waste. And I do think I can afford to do it. Yeah. But I mean, if you find abandoned buildings when you are chasing animals anyway, then farm the eggs and get nanites that way if you need it.
Product received. Units received.
Huh? I mean, I have shown how to do it safely if you need to. But there is two versions. You quickly pick up the lava core and jump up on the roof and shoot them. Yeah, that's the very safe way. And you can shoot as you feel when you have taken all 3-4 eggs there is in that cluster. Just always bear in mind, they can actually kill you, the beasties. Oh well. You know what they say, there's a first for everything. Yeah? Well, let me know if you need me to show you how to do it. Yeah, you're always welcome if you need. If I can help, I will help. That's my mantra. That's. Oh, by the way, I have all words with the Viking and the Coax now. Yeah, I just need the giggle. Oh, yeah. So I was talking about the exosuit drop pods, and this is the chart. When you have that and you execute it on a planet, it will show you where a drop pod is. They are very useful. 500,000, not bad. A C-class hauler, value 40 million. Hurts a lot. So, is there any consultant? So you want me to go to another system in order to scan? Okay, I'll do that. I'm not seen of. Yeah, I think you're right. So that's why you want me to go and do it. Oh, lovely. Why did I know it would be on a planet with aggressive sentinels? Why did I know that? I'm really made to work for my rewards at the moment. Well, this is where this game sometimes becomes funny. Why does this remind me of Men in Black? Oh dear. S-class multi-tool. Yeah. 7.150 million. It's not bad how the supercharged, those two are placed, but the fourth one will be out in this somewhere as it's built up. Well, I will though show the address on the screen, and of course, if anyone is interested, you need to be in Elkupalos galaxy to use the glyphs. Then go to the space station and voila! This grand multi-tool will be yours for 7.15 million. And we are in the Evelinit 9 system on the space station. So at least feel free I am not even tempted. It's way too big for me. But there might be people who likes a small one.
Units received. Product received. Product received.
That's it. It is
Units received.
taste is one thing we can't discuss. So that I will anyway always leave up to people themselves. The worst part is you can't make that kind of stuff up. It says it is. I will empty some boxes instead. And I don't even feel bad about it. So I was a little bit of different things. So to compare, that hauler is 11 million. That one is 12.7. So I wonder what the one for 40 had. A leather seat in the front. Maybe. Yeah, we have an internal joke in the household sometimes, where we actually ask if it was ordered on Wish.
Navigational data received. Units received.
Oh, was not much coins. No. Okay, I need to make a glass. make a glass. Then we can start discussing whether the glass is half full or half empty. I mean, that must be the next natural step to that, isn't it? That was a B one. That was even cheaper than the C one. That's almost ridiculous. So, Jesus. Did I take a repair mission? Oh, that might be a bad idea. Yeah, do you want me to land in the water? I am not doing that. So, a planet with aggressive sentinels.
Extreme Sentinel planet.
Yeah, I know.
Extreme Sentinel planet.
I know. It gets worse. Because I have another mission on this planet. Ah!
Sentinel tracks activated.
What the? What the actual? Oh dear.
Units received.
Man. Thanks heaven for mole mode.
Technology prepared. Technology prepared. Technology prepared.
So that was at least one of the missions.
Navigational data received.
So just find the other one. That was this planet as well. It's only 3 days away, so that's okay. We will get there on Thursday. Oh wait a minute, that's not going to work. So this is where it gets funny. Because okay. I must admit, I love this ship, and that has really taken me in. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I was a little bit like, no, I don't need a Sentinel ship. They can't be better than whatever I have. But I keep coming back to this, so. Where the Sentinel is. How many do I actually need to scan? That's 11. So that would be 5 or 6. So, where did this sentinel go? What I can't use.
Units received.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I fully understand that, and I have had those kind of things as well.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Oh, I know that there is things which work or not work. But this one can do one thing the speeder can't. This. And that's actually a thing I have started using a lot. Yeah. And I like the speeder as well, but because you know I picked that yeah, you know I picked the speeder for my survival game, and I have not regretted that. It is one of the best normal ships there is. But I probably will in the survival game as well soon try and get a sentinel ship. I am collecting courage to do it. A, B. We only need one beat, then we can start singing. Ah, it's absolutely fine. Come on. I am delivering glass.
Product received. Product received.
And I'm buying
Product
some
received.
trade goods. So, today's linguistic little information. Glass in Swedish means ice cream. Even though it's pronounced glass. I might do that later, I don't know. Problem is I have to run downstairs to get ice cream. Yeah, it is quite close. That is actually correct. But a lot of those kind of words actually have the same origin. How they drop into the languages. In Danish, ice is is, which is like in English, originate in the Germanic language, so it's very similar there. I hope it's not my ship which is squirking. Oh, I'm falling apart now.
Warning. Threat detected.
Catch me if you can. I have a feeling he didn't want to catch me, but that's something different. I need to remember to keep this brewing. Because otherwise I forget all about it. So, a little bit of missions to hand in. Yeah, I'm not taking 2 repairs because that is challenging fate and I'm not going to do that. There are certain things you don't want to do it, you don't need to do it. So I'm going to say, as I always say, at around this